Hey, Working Man Reads here, checking in. I wanted to do a reading habits tag today. Saw it over at Spooky Noodles and at Written in Blood. I'm gonna tag them down below if I can figure that out because I'm a rookie. So I appreciate you guys coming here, and I appreciate all the new subscribers. Have noticed that, so thank you very much. Let's get into it. Number one, do you read in a certain place? So I read pretty much everywhere. I read at home, in my chair, and also mostly at work. Kind of pass time, I listen to a lot of audiobooks and read on my phone, ebook form. Also, I usually have a paperback with me everywhere. So, number two, bookmark or random piece of paper. Anything, really, for me. I mean, I love having nice bookmarks. I do have them, but usually I'll just use some sticky notes because I can take notes on them. I can put them throughout the book and make note of favorite spots in the book or whatever, what have you. So I enjoy it, but I also have some collectible bookmarks that I love. Got a bunch. They're kind of spread out. I'll use a sticker. Just anything. So number three. Do you just stop reading, or do you have to stop at a certain spot? I'm savage. I'll just stop anywhere, literally in the middle of a page if I have to. I'm a family guy, so I got kids. I got a kid and a wife, and I gotta spend time with them. And I might only get to read 5 pages, and I might have to stop in the middle of a page. And it is what it is. I know that'll drive some people nuts, but you just gotta make do with what you got. You know what I mean? I might only have 5-10 minutes to read at that moment, and you just gotta capitalize and stop when you gotta stop. So number four, do you eat and drink while reading? Absolutely drink while reading. I tend not to have like a full dinner while I'm reading. That's usually when we watch TV. So yeah, definitely drink while reading. Some nice cold pops, some adult pops. 5, music or TV while reading. I've gotten better with having TV in the background while reading. Growing up, I was not able to focus. Definitely had problems with that. So music, on the other hand, I listen to heavy metal and hip hop. So I don't think those two would go well with reading. Maybe some classical stuff, throw some Lord of the Rings, Howard Shore soundtrack on or something, but definitely not the genres that I listen to. It wouldn't mesh very well with trying to read a fantasy novel or a horror, but maybe a horror. But 6, one book or several at once. Well, like I was saying briefly earlier, is I do audiobooks, and that's usually one genre. And then I have an ebook on my phone or my tablet for work. And I'll read through a few pages there, or I'll listen to a couple chapters, and then I usually have a couple actual physical copies of books going at one time, so 4 or 5 books. Yeah, but if you get sucked into one, then you just finish that one. That's what I hope for, because I'm a mood reader. So usually it might take a couple books to open up and get going, and then I just get sucked in, and then I have it finished quick. So but then I always come back to those ones I've already started, and then I just keep going, and I'll filter in another one. Usually I'm reading multiple genres. That's because some days I feel like fantasy, some days I feel like horror, some days I feel like a contemporary or a basic thriller, and you just got to satisfy your needs of a reader, So read everywhere or at home? I read everywhere, literally everywhere. Even when I was coaching, I'd bring with me like a fantasy, a Stephen King novel, and this one took a beating. And I just stick it in the back of my pocket or in my hoodie, and just rock with it, Just read wherever I go. That also helps with audiobooks. So 8, out loud or silently. Lately, as my daughter's getting older, I don't always just do the picture books for her. Sometimes if I'm reading my novel and it's a fantasy book or something, she might not care if I just read a few pages out of that, so out loud. But most of the time when it's just me, I'm reading silent. So Number 9, do you skip ahead or read ahead? No, I don't skip. It would, if I'm skipping pages in a book, then I don't care for it, and I should probably just move on to a different book. I don't have enough time to be wasting on a novel that I'm not enjoying, that I would need to skip ahead. Or who wants to know what happens before? I don't know, I had a buddy that would read the last chapter and then read the book. I'm like, how do you do that? It's like so wrong. So no, I just read chronological. Number 10, break the spine or keep it nice. I'd be lying if I said, look, I didn't beat up paperbacks. You know, this one's relatively new, and I'll go for it. You know, I'm sorry, I do. I read them, but hardcovers I usually keep nice. I'll take the dust jacket off, and I won't bend it or really go hard on those at all. So I try to keep those real nice. 11, do you write in your books? No, but I do take notes on the sticky notes. That's why I use them as bookmarks, because I'll just keep the one sticky note in there, and then if I like something, I'll be like, oh, okay, and then that becomes a note for like notating the book. And then the top part, you know, and then I'll just put another sticky note in there, and it's just, that's why I've graduated to using sticky notes as bookmarks, because I love it. For that reason, I can take notes. So yeah, so if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you guys checking in and staying this long, and I hope everybody's healthy and safe. Yeah, it's been a fun ride so far, so looks like I might get laid off this week, so I might have a lot more time to catch up on all the books I need to read. Lord knows my TBR shelf is pretty immense right now. It's the one like right there. I gotta get all those done. So yeah, looks like I'll have some more time. Maybe I'll do another couple of videos. So appreciate it. If anybody feels like doing this tag, thank you. And go ahead and do it. And also check out John, I think his name is John, at Written in Blood, and Spooky Noodles. I recently subscribed to both those guys, and they seem like really good people. And they're out there doing their thing. So peace out. Check out those channels, and see you soon.